Imagine a paradise island turned into a living hell. Tenerife, the jewel of the Canary Islands, where tourists flock for sun and beaches. But on March 27th, 1977, this tropical haven became the stage for aviation's darkest tragedy. The Tenerife disaster, 2 iron giants of the sky, 2 Boeing 747s, smashed into each other in a fog so thick it blanketed the airport like a white wall. 583 innocent souls gone in just 5 seconds. This isn't fiction, it's the rawest nightmare of aviation history, where one simple word, okay, meant death. Hey everyone, welcome to Sky Commander, where we recreate real aviation stories with cinematic detail. Today, in our playlist Rare and Tragic Aviation Incidents, we're plunging into the Tenerife disaster. If you want to know how human error and a chain of mistakes forever changed aviation history, stick around till the end. Hit like if you're hooked on real plane crashes. It all started with a bomb. At 1:15 p.m., in the passenger terminal of Las Palmas Airport on Gran Canaria, Spain, a small explosive device detonated in a flower shop in the departure lounge. 8 people were injured, sparking widespread panic. No fatalities, but the fear of more attacks shut down the entire airport. Flights were diverted to nearby airports, including the smaller Tenerife North Airport Los Rodeos, which was built for massive jets like the Boeing 747. Tenerife already had a grim history of 7 crashes between 1956 and 1972, claiming 223 lives, often due to strong winds and fog. That day, a dense fog shrouded the runway, visibility under 100 meters. Air traffic controllers ATC relied on basic radar, no advanced tech like today. Entered the 2 aircraft KLM Flight 4805 from Amsterdam, carrying 234 passengers and crew. Captain Jacob van Zanten, KLM's star pilot, with over 11,000 flying hours at the controls. He wasn't just a captain, he was the face of KLM ads, a man everyone trusted. Pan Am Flight 1736 from Los Angeles with 396 passengers and crew. Captain Victor Grubbs, experienced but weary from a long-haul flight. Both planes landed, refueled, and waited for Las Palmas to reopen. But delays snowballed into pressure. LM's rules meant crew swaps after 10 hours. And Van Zanten didn't want to miss his flight. Now, the heart of the disaster. The radio communications. These transcripts come straight from the cockpit voice recorder, CVR words that captured the final moments. Picture this. 5:05 p.m., both planes on the taxiway. With limited space, ATC is routing aircraft onto the main runway. Pan Am is still taxiing on the runway to exit at C3, while KLM lines up at the end for takeoff. Fog blinds everything. ATC, to KLM 48-0-5 at takeoff position, runway 30, Van Zanten, KLM. We are now at takeoff. ATC. Van Zanten assumed he had the go-ahead. Time pressure, fatigue, and his authority as captain silenced the crew. Flight engineer Klosmer says, maybe he should check again. But Van Zanten cuts him off. No, we go now. Meanwhile, Pan Am taxis slowly. Captain Grubbs says, let's go for that one exit C3. But in the fog, they miss it and pass C4 still on the runway. Pan Am to a TC. Number 3 for leaving the runway. ATC, stand by for takeoff. You're still clear of the 3rd. Van Zanten, impatient, advances the throttles. Jet engines roar. Speed, 140 knots. Pan Am. Sudden warning radio. Interference from KLM's engines. We're still on the runway. We are still in KLM cockpit, co-pilot class. Wait a minute. Wires crossed. Van Zanten, accelerating. Christ. In 5 seconds, KLM hurdles at 250 kilometers per hour into Pan Am. The nose of KLM shears under Pan Am's wing, fuel tanks ignite, Fire engulfs everything like a dragon's breath. All 234 on KLM perish instantly. On Pan Am 335 out of 396 people perish, only 61, mostly flight attendants at the back, escape by jumping out of emergency exits. A survivor recalls, "The fire was everywhere, like hell itself." ICAO and NTSB investigations revealed this as a perfect storm of errors. Not one mistake, but a domino chain. 1. Communication breakdown. Okay, was ambiguity in aviation? It should be cleared for takeoff. Radio interference from KLM's engines muffled Pan Am's warning. 2. Captain's authority culture. Van Zanten, the cockpit god, dismissed crew questions. This authority gradient, where junior sphere challenging superiors, was key. 3. Weather and equipment. Fog and outdated radar left ATC blind. Tenerife wasn't equipped for this traffic surge. 4. Time pressure. Delays in company rules rushed the pilots. Pan Am also misread the taxiway. If just one domino hadn't fallen, 583 lives could have been saved. This aviation accident proved how reliant flying is on human factors. The Tenerife disaster earned the title Mother of All Plane Crashes and transformed aviation. Key changes: enhanced communications. FAA and ICAO tightened radio protocols. Takeoff clearance is now crystal clear. No ambiguity. Crew resource management, CRM, training programs, empowering crews to challenge captains without fear. Today, every pilot undergoes CRM, slashing accident rates by 80%. Modern tech, advanced radars, GPS, and diversion protocols for threats like terrorism. Without Tenerife, the skies would be far deadlier. These aviation safety lessons have saved thousands of lives. Folks, the Tenerife disaster is a stark reminder that even in the skies, one moment of oversight can spell catastrophe. But from this darkness came light for safety. Thanks for joining, Sky Commander. Drop a comment. Which aviation incident should we cover next? And check out our rare and tragic aviation incidents playlist. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Tenerife disaster, hit that LIKE button. Subscribe to Sky Commander for more thrilling aviation stories. And turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. See you in the skies!